Going.
Hey guys, my name is Chef Anton. I'm the creator, inventor, and patent holder of the world's most versatile beanbag tossing game that's a family and an educational game. This game actually was a finalist with A.S.T.R.A for Game of the Year and won the grand prize on Steve Harvey's TV show called Funderdome, and that was for the best new family and educational game. This is the world's first beanbag tossing game that actually has interchangeable templates. Now, I'm going to tell you ahead of time, what I'm about to show you is the coolest thing that you're ever going to see in your lifetime. So I'm sorry to admit, but your life is going to be on a downward trajectory from this point forward. All in the back, we've got all these different templates that slide in, and now we've got different educational games that you can play. Things like planet preservation, we've got about animals, lots of different versatility that you can do with the games. But what I'm really excited to speak to you about is what's called our magic squares. This is the educational component of a BeanBagglz console. They look like this. They're very simple squares. These are billiard balls, and they've got different numbers on them. I'm going to show you just with these numbers all the different games that kids of all different ages will be able to play with this. This is going to help them with math, it's going to help them with addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. The sky is the limit once you have this. So let's play a little game right now. We're going to call it plus and minus. Let's say that you pick a magic number for them. The number is 15. Well, they're going to take a beanbag and they're going to toss it. If they happen to hit 15, they win. They've already got 15. But let's say that they missed 15 and they hit 13. Well, now they're going to do plus and minus. How many do you add to get to 15? Well, I add 2. Where's the 2? There's a 2. Oh, you missed the 2. You hit the 9. So now we're 13 and 9. That's 21. What do we have to do? What do we subtract to get to 15? We have to subtract 6. Here's a 6. Oh, no, they hit the 8. Now they can go plus and minus until they get to their magic number. The person that gets the least amount of bags was the one who would win the competition. But it's just a very simple game that you can do. As kids are getting a little bit older, they can also play a game that's a little bit more challenging. I like to call this one Bagglz 33. In this game, the magic number is 33. The idea of the game is that you're going to have 5 bags. You have to toss all 5 bags and get a total of 33 as your number, but you cannot duplicate any number and you have to use every bag. So again, it gets a little more challenging. Let's say that they start. They hit a 15. Great start. So I got 15. Now let's hit another one. Now they got 8. They got a total of 23. Well, now they got 3 bags left that they have to get 10. Well, there's combinations that they can do. They can do the 2, they can do the 6, that's 2 and 6, and then they can do the 3. That would get them to it, but they can't do something that has an 8 in it. So let's say that they get the 6. Now they're 14 and 15, that's 29. The only way that you're going to get to your 33 is by hitting your 1 and your 3. If they hit a 2, they won't be able to hit a 2 again. So you can see that the game gets a little more complicated for them, but again, encourages them to do some math and kind of create it accordingly. The possibilities are endless with something just like this. But we don't stop right there. We've got many other games as well. One of my other favorite games, I was a teacher for special ed kids when I was a child, and we used to do memory games. It was one of my favorite games to play. Here we've got 3 different colors. We got red, we got yellow, and we got blue. We're going to place these cards in here randomly, and what they would have to do is try to find all 5 of their particular color without getting the other colors. So we cover these things up like this. Now they go ahead and they toss. They find yellow. Well, now they need to find another yellow to get a match. They flip it on over here. Oh, no, that one's red. Well, now they toss it back. Well, now we know that yellow and red is here. The bean bags that we're using, these are also colored. So the kid that's tossing the yellow is going to be looking for the yellow. The kid tossing the red is going to be looking for the red. The one with the blue is looking, of course, for the blue. The nice thing about these bean bags, they're really small. They fit into a child's hand. Very cute, easy to be able to toss. But that's the idea. It's a color matching game, so it's a memory game. Other games that they could play. Games like Battleship, if you guys remember Battleship as a kid. So now they're going for points. They're trying to either match different rowboats or they're trying to hit their particular boat or vessel for different games. There's minefields. You got to watch out for getting blown up by a minefield. So again, the imagination that kids can do with these kind of games is truly endless. I've got another game on over here called Dastardly Dice.
Same kind of thing. Maybe they take 2 die and they roll it, and now they have to get the match. So you have to be able to match colors, match numbers. Again, lots of different versatility that you can do. But what I really like about this game is that we also can create this instead of using these cards and creating these cards. This can be created with something as simple as this. This is just cardstock that's laminated, right? I just made these myself. This is a game that I created called Plop and Stop. Very fun little game. What you do is you've got all these cards. These are lined up all as stop. If you guys remember the restaurants, and you've got the green disc and you got the red disc, and the idea is that you're going to turn it green when you want them to bring over meat, and then it's going to be red when you're ready to stop for a little while. But now we have 3 players playing. The challenge of the game is to flip your cards over to this whole vertical row being a plop. Now what happens is when one gets flipped over, just like this, now the other kid runs, and let's say that he gets a plop. Well, now when this guy goes, he gets to decide if he's going to play offense, trying to get his, or defense by trying to flip one of yours back over again to stop. So now there's games of strategy that can work as a team. So again, the possibilities with this are endless. The way that I see this is that we don't need this large console like what I originally created. This could be made out of PVC. It could have little mesh linings. All we need is a place that a simple card like this, which isn't weight bearing, can just sit in there, some kind of a netting. And again, the beanbags, very simple design, right? Not very much to it. They can be extremely lightweight. And this game can be played indoors, outdoors. It can be played from just a couple of feet away and still be challenging. As the kids get older, skill level develops, you can just have them stand farther back. So again, this is a game that can go from 3-year-olds to 10-year-olds and on up through any college grade as well. You can do this with grammar. There could be nouns, right? So all of these could have like verb or noun, or it could have an example. It could have he or and or the or of. And then they flip on it, it says of. They have to flip it over to know that that's a preposition. Or if it's a he, is it a pronoun? Is it possessive? So you can do grammar with this. You can do history quotes with this, right? You have a famous quote, and then the person, when they land on the quote, they have to flip it over and say when the person said it and who the person was. Or opposite, they land on a famous person, and then they have to be able to say his quote. So again, this is something that can be, the possibilities are absolutely endless. This could even be a digital suite. So once they buy the console, they were buying a suite. So they're buying the English suite, the grammar suite, the mathematical suite, the history suite. Again, anything that we want these things to be could even in theory be a digital product that you don't even have to have the inventory. We're selling them a digital suite of these cards that they just print out themselves and then they can have it. So many different ways to go. The main thing is that we create this console that has the interchangeable templates, and then we start doing this with the different templates. We could poll schools, what kind of subjects are they looking for, and it's so easy to create these cards and make it for anybody in the entire world. The best part is when you sign up with me, you get the best pitchman in the business, and I'm happy to go anywhere and do demos for you, create videos. This is what I do. I'm very passionate about the product. Would love to talk to you guys about this and find out how we can work together to bring this game to kids, school teachers, everywhere in the world. Thank you so much for your kind attention.